and I'm kind of going to focus down here this morning. And the reason I'm focusing down here is because these are all relatively small pieces, and up here is going to be big bits. So like when I feel like, oh, the picture's taking too long, I'll go up here and it'd be like, oh my God, look how much I've got done today. And I haven't really done anything. It's just because that's huge pieces. But I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's sort out the art cam for the festivities of the paintings. I need to tilt up because everything's backwards right now. Yeah, I figured we'd go from there. And then, yeah, that looks great. Oh, dear. So I hope you're all going to have a great weekend this weekend. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to my day off. I've decided that tomorrow I'm going to try and get into Project Zomboid because I want to join Don the Chonk on his server. Me and Don the Chonk are in talks at the moment, when we actually do get in talks, to maybe do something a little bit fun in the future. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And also, not only just between me and Don, I can't say too much because I haven't spoken to him yet, so I don't want to what's it. But hopefully there could be some future-y stuff that actually includes the communities. Yes, I did pluralize that. Right, anyway, it's enough of the spoilers. Let's get back on with the painting. Today is going to be a good day. I can feel it in my water. Of course, it could be an infection, but, you know. Oh, no, people. I've done something that I do every now and again that is really going to annoy me. Do you know what that is? And the fact that I've said it the second I put my brush on the paper should give you some idea. Guess who didn't clean their brush properly yesterday? Mr. Oh, you have to clean your brush properly. It's always your work tools, blah, 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 blah. And I haven't done it. Bugger. Ah, this was a good brush as well. Let me see if I can get this back. Ah, you absolute plank. I cannot believe I've done that. Right, I think I've got it back. We'll soon know. I need to put in a sound alert for headcam. So like, move your huge cranium. Just in case, because I'm working fairly close to the camera this morning, and I don't want you all to have to look at my, quite frankly, astonishing head. What have we got here? News it's gosh, wow. That complaint is exactly what I got from my manager the other day, almost word for word. Ash, you should blah blah blah. Lookable. Oh dear. How are you doing today, sweetheart? I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's really lovely to see you in here. So much. I really appreciate it. I get attached to you all, you know, and it's like I don't ever expect anybody to be in here, right? That's the first thing I'll turn around and say. But I do miss doing some nice programming, so it's good. Game engine work, nice. Where was I? But I do miss you all when you're not there, you know. But like I said, please don't feel like you have to be here just to keep me happy. You know, a donation of £10,000 would work just as well. Just saying, you know. And I am joking there. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to getting this done today. Well, not done, but, you know, getting on with it. And it is very nice to be waking up just recently after having so many bad days and actually feeling better, which may be the start of a new thing. I'm usually here even if I'm not here. Oh, thank you, Offspring. That's brilliant. I really appreciate the lurks as well. Because unfortunately, with the king system that they've got in place, you know, numbers attract numbers, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, no, I drop in for some chill background noise. It helps me work up to an extent. If somebody's talking and I don't have to, concentrate on it. It helps me concentrate. Do you know something, right? This is one of the reasons why I always have the TV on to fall asleep to at night. Because when I'm listening to the TV, and but let me just preface this. I always watch something that I've watched like a million times, almost know it off by heart. So there is no concentration needed. But because that noise is on in the background, it helps with my tinnitus, right? Which is great. And it helps me to fall off to sleep. I actually can't fall off to sleep without the telly on. And I've tried, I usually turn the screen off so I can't see any of the light and stuff. But yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from there. What's this? My personal theory is that incoming signals is causing neurons to fire across my brain. But since I don't have to focus on the actual content, these signals are then repurposed for other tasks. I mean, it could be, you could be right. There's no evidence to suggest that you're not, I guess. You could be right. Which would make sense, actually, because you remember, I don't know if you remember me saying, but I was saying, like, when I was in the height of having panic attacks and stuff, I would have to do 4 or 5 things at once for sensory overload to stop panic attacks. Yeah, maybe there's something to that. Who knows? Maybe what we're doing here, Ash, is we're actually figuring out the human mind, and we've obviously made strides in the right direction, and pretty soon we're going to be headhunted because of our extensive knowledge in this area. Millions of pounds are coming our way. I have to have background noise to sleep so that my and so does my son. Yeah, exactly. It's very, I find it, I my wife has to have the fan on, right? Because we have a fan. Because I've been an old mechanic, and also one of them idiots that had one of them great big speakers in their cars and, you know, booming it down the road. Now I kind of wonder, why have I got tinnitus? It's like, yeah, well, I think we know the answer to that one, Mark. But yeah, so I need to have a lot of noise in the bedroom. Like, it's quite amazing. I've got an air conditioner in there, and that thing is so loud. But whenever I put it on, I drift off like a baby. There is a lot of number 2 here, which I'm noticing. I started it, and I guess we've got to get it all done anyway, regardless. Yeah. So, but I have to be honest, I'm very appreciative of waking up today. Well, for number 1, yeah, just waking up, I'm appreciative of. And number 2 is I'm really liking the fact that I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I mean, don't get me wrong, not a lot. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, I'm healed. But I'm on the right track, and I like it, and I want more of it. Quite honest. So what's everyone up to over this weekend? I did just notice chat go, but if I take my eyes off of this for a second, I'm going to lose where I was. Unless I put a big blob of paint on like I just done there. And then I shall look up and I shall read. Come on. Oh, that was a lot of paint to put on there. Right. Oh, this brush needs some TLC tonight. Right, what's this? Yeah, I'm one of them weirdos that needs a cold bed. Yes, me too. I usually sleep with the window open all year round. Summer, winter, snow, rain, hurricane. Well, maybe not hurricanes, because I did actually fall asleep with one, and then something managed to fly through the bedroom window one night. So I don't generally tend to do it in high winds anymore. Keeping an 8-year-old with ADHD entertained for 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, my granddaughter's got ADHD as well, and autism, which isn't pleasant for them, and it's very difficult as the parent as well. The grandparent, however, has a great time of it, but you know, I've cold everything, to be honest, above something like 20 Celsius. Oh, I hate the hot weather. Oh my god, Ash, I cannot deal with the hot weather. My body is my body's, how can I put this? My body's built for comfort, you know? And it has ample enough insulation. It's a polite way of saying I'm fat. Although not as big as I used to be, because I am losing a lot of weight. Although I'm at that really annoying stage at the moment. Again, I've had it a couple of times, so I know what to expect. But I'm at that really annoying stage now where every week I weigh myself and there is zero movage on the needle to the way I want it to go. However, what I have noticed is there is a lot of movement on my clothes. Funny story for you. So last night I came off the stream and I turned off all the lights, right? And I was trying to fumble my way around in the dark, which is a stupid thing for me to do, and I already knew that, and I don't normally do it, but I was tired and I just wanted to get out and get into bed. So I'm holding onto door handles and doors and stuff as I normally do, and then the back of my chair, right? And I'd filled my pockets up with the bits that I bring in the mornings for the day. So as I'm walking out, my trousers fell down because they're too big for me. And then I was kind of stuck there then. I was nowhere near a light switch. I can't bend down to pull up my trousers because of my back. And I was like, I know it's late, but help. My poor wife, bless her, she come out to help. So yeah, that was fun. Right. Okay. Oh, what's this? Yeah, my son is being tested for ASD. You use a fleece blanket all year round. What's this? I've gone from a triple XL to a double XL. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, embarrassingly, I've gone from like a 5XL, and I think I'm now down to a 3 or 2. I wouldn't actually know what I'm down to yet because I'm refusing to buy clothes at the moment. Because I don't really have the money to be able to go and buy a new wardrobe. And I also don't want to buy something and then find that something happens and I start to go back up in weight, which I don't want. And then all of a sudden I'm left with all of these clothes that I can't use. So I'm just gonna, I don't go out, so you know there's no problem there with looking what's it. So here, my home county has winters of -1 or -10, which is nice, but summers of 35 near total humidity was murder, especially since my paycheck was very poor for a large part of my career and I couldn't get any real AC. And the XX is baggy as hell on me. Yeah, I feel that. Well done, Offspring. Well done for losing some weight. It makes you feel so much better, doesn't it? It gives you a bit of balls. I put my finger in the white thing. It makes you feel so much better. It makes you feel like you really achieved something, doesn't it? But well done. It's not easy to lose weight. I don't care what anybody says. You know, unlike drug addiction or alcoholism and whatever else, you know, you don't need drugs to live. You don't need alcohol to live. You can't. So there's that. I feel so much better from it. I've been using Slim Fast shakes. Okay, right. Okay, can I give you a piece of advice? Now, I know this is probably working for you, but I've done the Slim Fast thing and I lost a lot of weight. But the Slim Fast diet isn't exactly something that you can continue on forever, all right? And the problem with that one is because it's high sugar content, because the Slim Fast milkshakes have lots of sugar in them to give you energy to move around through the day, and they keep the calories down to around 600 to 800 calories for the day, I believe. And then when you stop, you tend to put the weight back on in a huge splurt, which makes you feel even worse. So my honest advice to you is this, speaking from somebody who has been big all their life, pretty much, and have struggled and done every diet that you could possibly think of. Have a look into the Slimming World diet, and then also have a look into a cookbook on Amazon, and it's called Pinch of Nom. Now, that cookbook is the reason I'm sitting here now, 10 stone down. And it changed the way I think and I feel and I eat food. And I can't see me ever going back up to the weight I was before, purely because the food that I'm eating now, I'm not eating it because it's diet food and I have to diet. I'm now eating it because I actually enjoy it. So it kind of lessens the possibility quite dramatically of you putting the weight back on, because dieting is more of a lifestyle change than just cutting out certain things. You know, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you the benefit of my experience, which may not work for you. It may work for you, but as somebody that's tried a hell of a lot of diets over the years, almost all of them, and never had any real success, this is one that has been perfect. And also, I'd like to reiterate something. I'm disabled and I cannot and have not exercised. And I wasn't the type to eat, you know, excessive amounts beforehand. I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't eat and whatever, but because I did, obviously, but I was always careful with what I eat. I can see chat going mad. I really want to look up and get involved in it. Problem is that I'm doing this white bit, and if I take my eyes off of it, I'm never going to find it again. So please bear with me, and I will be with you, I promise. This goes up here. I think this is the last part of the white that needs doing. Just here. Yeah, I believe. Oh no, there's a little bit there. See, if I'd have taken my eyes off there, I would have forgotten this little bit. Yeah, that bit there. Da-da-da-da. Perfect, 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 perfect. Let me just make sure. Yes, right, okay. Wow, baggy as hell on me. Yeah, I feel that. That since Christmas, I feel so much better. I've been using Slim Fast Shakes Weet-Bix in them. Works wonders and keeps you fuller for longer. I haven't had a shake in 3 or 4 weeks and not slammed the weight back on. That's handy. I'm always active, so that helps. Oh, I know. I was 25, 26 stone. I haven't weighed myself yet. Okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you all, you know, because I'm embarrassed about it, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it, and I'm learning by what's happened to me. I weighed 34 stone. That's what I went up to. And I currently now weigh, I think it's 20, 25, no, 20, yeah. So it was, oh yeah, I went up to 34, 35 stone. I went down to, I'm now 20, 25 stone. I think it's £8, £9, something like that. But to all the people out there that have just made an instant judgment, remember something. I'm disabled. I cannot get up and walk around. So when I'm laying in bed all day long because I cannot move, the food that I was eating, because you're still hungry even though you can't move, but the food that I was eating is instantly just turning into fat. So that's why it kind of ballooned up. But I just, and I've tried everything over the years and nothing's ever seemed to work. And this, I bought a Ninja Foodie, which I also believe is one of the biggest contributing factors to me losing weight. Again, I am not endorsed, paid, or promoted by anybody that I turn around and say. These are all just things that I've personally bought myself and know to work. I never, and I will never promote something that A, I don't believe in, or B, I haven't tried. And yeah, so that's basically me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I mean, don't get me, it's taken me 2 years to get to this point. And it hasn't been hard. That much I will say. Like, I don't ever feel like I've missed out on stuff. Like for argument's sake, yeah, I'm going to get an air fryer on payday because I can't be dealing with grease. Do you know what? When you get away from the oils, that's when you're going to notice the biggest difference. Vegetable oils. I mean, the only one that you can eat, but even that I kind of keep in small quantities, is extra virgin olive oil. That stuff's brilliant. But yeah, when you get an air fryer, oh, I tell you what's really nice, right? Because obviously protein is more filling for you, and it's kind of better for you, from what I understand. I'm not going to make that claim to turn around and say this is exactly what it is, but in an air fryer, to have a breast of chicken, take it out the freezer, put it in the air fryer, and 20 minutes later you have a fresh hot chicken sandwich is brilliant. And the chicken's always moist. Christ, I've had breakfast already and I'm already salivating for a chicken sandwich. Yeah, I'm getting an air fryer on payday because yeah, I'll have some chili infused olive oil. Yeah, I'd love to be able to eat spicy food. That's one of the things that has always kind of held me back in dieting, because like at the moment it's very easy to add sugar and sweet stuff to everything to make it taste nice, right? I'm a firm believer in you could probably put sugar on crap and eat it and you'd probably enjoy it, because you know, I know that's it would never be, but you get my premise, right? But the problem is that once you have to eliminate sugars as a way of making things palatable for you, right? The next step is to then go the hot route. Well, unfortunately, I can't eat hot stuff because I have a gallstone and a bit of a stomach ulcer. So I've never been able to go that route, because it's not just like the initial pain from eating a chili or whatever, you know, the funny thing that everyone reacts to. For me, it's the pain afterwards in my stomach, and yeah. But you know, it is what it is. I'm enjoying what I'm doing so far. The results are slow, which is better for you for them to be slow, because let's face it, you didn't put all this weight on overnight, and you can't expect to take all this weight off overnight. So it took you years to get there, and it's going to take you years to get it off. But just dedication. Question about hot foods. Go on. This here. Okay. Could you not increase your spice tolerance slowly? Well, you see, I mean, I could do. And I was talking. It's funny we should be talking about this. I was talking about this with my wife the other week about doing that thing there. Increasing the tolerance to it, and she kind of said, well, the problem is that you don't just not like spice because it burns and you don't like the sensation of it. Like, you get pains afterwards which are out of your control because of what's wrong with you. So I don't know, maybe I need to actually ask the doctor to see whether or not chili's going to have any adverse effect on a stomach ulcer or my gallstone, and then go from there. Maybe that is something that I should do. I'm hoping to be able to speak to my doctor Monday, Tuesday time. My wife's going to ring him first thing Monday morning to try and get me a phone appointment. I know someone with IBS and they did the same thing and it stopped it when it was really. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's something to think about, because yeah, spicy food would be nice, because I love meats and stuff and what have you, but you know, sometimes it's like, oh, it's all the same thing, you know. I'd like something different. But this is where this Pinch a Nom book and the Slim Fast World thing Slimming World rather comes in, because like I can eat things like I can have a pancake with chocolate spread in it, and that could be my afters. I could have 2 or 3 of them if I wanted to, and still lose weight, which is really nice because I love pancakes, and I'm a bit of a fan for chocolate spread. And the thing is I sometimes I have a Chinese meal. Sometimes I'll eat McDonald's. Very rarely I eat McDonald's. I don't actually like McDonald's anymore. They've done something, or something's happened to it, and I never really ate it much in the first place, if I'm being completely honest, but I eat it even less now. But I find now, like when I go to when we go to the kebab shop, and you know, get it delivered and stuff, I generally tend to go for the grilled chicken and salad with no mayonnaise or anything. So that's another thing, like trying to get used, because I'm a wet food person, you know, loads of gravy, loads of sauces, salad cream, you know, Miracle Whip, I believe people call it in America, mayonnaise, tomato ketchup, you know, all of that sort of stuff. I can't stand eating things dry. But I've learned to eat things dry because they're extra calories you don't need, and extra oils and extra stuff. So they still had mild spice in their foods, and they were comfortable with it. So they got a tolerance to pain. Yeah, it's worth a try. You know, I'm prepared to. That's another good thing about me. I also have an eclectic palate. Like I love all sorts. Like I'm kind of a bit of a misnomer really, because I'm a fat guy that loves salad. It's like, really? You know, I love stir-fried vegetables. Stir-fried vegetables with cut up breast of chicken in some soy sauce, cooked in water, no oil, in the wok. Whoa, nice. Love that. It's one of my favorite dinners, actually. All the vegetables: broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, runner beans. What else do we have in there? Noodles, bean sprouts, you name it, it's all in there. Me and the wife had and couscous with sweet and sour sauce. I love couscous. Do you know what's really weird? I can eat jerk chicken. And I usually have couscous and jerk chicken. That's really nice. We on a 20 year yet? No, we're not. Well, I've got one there, but I won't do it yet. Let's concentrate on these other little areas here. Tesco's of plain couscous for £1. Yeah, I usually buy a lot of that. I like a mushroom couscous, and sun-dried tomato couscous is really nice. Whereabouts are you from, Offspring? When you mentioned Tesco's, you must be from the UK. And if I've asked you all of this already and I've forgotten, please don't take it personally. I genuinely have a bad memory these days because of sleeping and the different kind of drugs I'm taking. I try my hardest to remember everybody.